Here we go, here we go. 180!
No. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Listen to me.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Brate, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run with the former Jaguars, T.J. Yeldon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
In your face.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught. Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins now. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure. When you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Cousins. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cousins. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Running from the gun with Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10.
Go, go, go. Two times. 3 down.
Cousins on first down, rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Yellow. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on. Hey, seam 6. 54. Right there. 54.
Cousins to throw it. Out left side here to Bryant. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
Here we go. 20. Let's keep moving. 12.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it. Touchdown. And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it was first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second and 9, Cousins. Now he's going to throw deep. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
It's 59, Mike to 59. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Leonard Fournette. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Watch the curve.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is picked up by the Saints. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Bruce caught it with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
That's caught inside the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards to pick up there.
23 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jahan, 180.
Mike 54. Hey, man.
What's that?
Play fake. Cousins. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Throwing is Cousins. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cousins again. Allen's got it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any point.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken it. And that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle. Signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Tyler Lockett, the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Will Compton. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
He'll rifle this one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack resulted.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Rush in. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Brate, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Here we go.
And the Saints first down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.